I want you both to clap. Okay, you clap, we clap. There you go.
Done?
And we're ready. We're ready. I'm recording now. Can you both talk? Speak out.
Check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Jas. I'm here. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's
Good.
do it.
We're good. And we are on 3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unplugged with Jas Oberoi Group. And today we have a special guest in our house who is not just a dentist, who is not just one of the few dentists who came to Canada on a tourist visa and become a Canadian dentist without getting a permanent residency. Also, who's not just an entrepreneur, but above all in that, he is very near and dear friend of mine. And we're so happy to invite him to this podcast because this was in back of my mind for so many years now. And I thought, okay, this is a golden opportunity for me starting a new branding of the podcast and have Dr. Satpreet. Welcome to the podcast, sir.
Thank you, Jas. I'm
He
glad
helped.
to be here.
So this is the only last formal thing we are going to be discussing on podcast.
Okay.
Satpreet.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned in the introduction, brother, I know a lot of things about you, but I wanted my viewers out there also to know who is Dr. Satpreet and how he become a dentist and how this is possible. A guy coming from India on a tourist visa can get a Canadian dentistry, but not having a Canadian PR.
You only need two things, I would say:
Yes.
hard work
Yeah.
and a little bit of luck.
Okay.
When both of these things you have at the right time, you're at the right place at the right moment, you can do whatever you want in your life. I don't think I have achieved a lot.
Yes.
I don't think maybe I haven't achieved anything. I'm just started. I have we have so many more things to be done, and it's just the beginning. It's a start, and it's a good start, I would say.
Yeah.
And many more things to do.
No, that's great, and that also I know you as personal level. Also, I already said it to the viewers out there that you're a very good friend of mine. And one thing about Satpreet is he's a very humble guy. Okay, he's not one of the person who's going to be going out and telling what he has achieved. So he's very humbly saying it that hard work and luck. But in that hard work, obviously hard work is there, Satpreet. But I want to know from in your own words, like what kind of a hard work was it? Where you come from? Which year did you come to Canada? What were the struggles you've been through? So that people out there, they can know, okay, if you can do it, they can do it. There might be some other people, aspiring dentists back in India or in Canada, wanted to be a dentist and can learn from you.
Yeah, I would say not only just for dentists, for a human being, for a person. Like you said, if I can do it, anyone can do it. I believe that.
Yes.
Because when I started, a lot of people told me, no, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And I, in my mind, thought at that time, if they can do it, or even, someone has done it.
Yes.
For example, when I was doing my exams, someone told me.
So which year was it?
Back in 2011.
So 2011, you did your exam in Canada.
Yeah,
or
I
India?
started my exams in 2011. I finished my studies in India in 2011.
Okay.
And then I thought of, okay, let's go to Canada and let's do dentistry there. I somehow got my visitor's visa and I was eligible to give an exam. At that time when I was preparing for exam, I was just thinking about it. I remember clearly someone telling me, it's not possible. It's a very tough exam. It's only 4% success rate that year. I'm like, okay, out of 100, 4% mean four people of those 100 people did it. Those 4 are human beings, right?
Right.
They're from this planet.
Yes.
They didn't come from anywhere outside. So if those 4 can do it, I can be one of those 4 too. So then I decided, okay, let's go ahead. And I had luck on my side at the time. Because being a fresh out of school, graduate, a Punjabi guy, unmarried, not rich, I applied for a visitor's visa for my exam and I got it. So that was sheer luck. That was no hard work at the time. If the luck wasn't at my side, I would have been in India, and I'm sure I would have done something good for sure.
Yeah.
I had my plans too. I had my plan A and plan B. But I got my exams. I came here. Then okay, I did my exams. I did first, cleared cleared the exam. Appeared
So
for
how
the
much it
second.
cost you, like in terms of tourist visa? I got it. You were
Yeah.
being lucky. You got a tourist visa because normally, in a normal circumstance, a guy coming from a humble family is difficult to get a tourist visa, especially when the person is
Yeah.
single. So
Yeah.
you got that. Luck is there, but there is a risk of element also that you taking the exam. What if you fail in that exam? What were the consequences? You had to go back, or what was the thing?
So when I finished my graduation, I had two options, like staying in India or going abroad. Staying in India, I was planning to do masters there, or I was also planning to go in civil services. I want to be like, let's be a deputy commissioner or
IAS
an
officer?
IAS officer, or let's become let's become a diplomat. I wanted to be a diplomat. I still
Okay.
want to be. If Canadian government is hiring, I'm in. So I still want to be that. So I wanted to go into those fields, but then the second option was do this exam. So I applied for my exams, the visa, I got it. Then I knew the total expenditure of that exam. So my father had just passed away a few months ago at the time, and I was thinking, okay, now I have to do on my own. Let's do something.
And how old you were that time?
I was 22.
22 years old
Yes.
when you were going through this form.
Yes. Then I
तो
had
सानू तो पता भी नहीं सी उधर 22 साल जब करना की
I was like, I have to do on my own. Either if I'm here, I have to do my exams, I have to do my studies. I'm by myself.
yeah
If I go there, I'm by myself. That was the luck quotient. I applied for the visa, I got it. And I'm like, okay, I got the visa now. Okay, maybe this is an indication. My destiny is telling me, okay. So I chose that route. There was a total expenditure I had to go for an exam. And I didn't have money at the time in India, nothing at all. Totally, I had very minimal bank account. If I say in dollars, it was a few $1,000s. And so I had a property, my paternal property. So we were selling that at the time. I'm like, okay, I'm getting this much money. Either I put this money into my career in India, or I give my exams in Canada. If I had failed, I would have been zero. It's like,
so
okay.
so all the money was what you're going to be getting from the property sale you were putting into the exam, and that's a
Yes.
one-time thing.
Yes.
You get one shot. If you pass,
If
great.
if you fail, you can do again, but then
But you have to resubmit the
You have to
fees.
you have to do
So
all the
how much
spend the
money
again.
approximately the ballpark was it, like in
At
dollars?
that time, it was around about $15,000.
So $15,000 is a
Yeah.
lot of money, and especially back in
Yeah. 2011, yeah.
11, so that's a lot of money, and you
Yeah.
put all your savings.
Yeah.
Never thought about what if you fail, where you gonna?
If I failed, I was still a doctor. I was still a dentist in India. I would have done
Yeah.
something. If
Yeah.
I've started from zero, I started from zero. That's fine. I had in my mind, okay, if I'm at zero, I can go to 100. Okay, if I'm at least I'm not going negative.
Yes.
I'm at zero. I'm where I am right now. So I am a dentist. I have a skill in my hand.
Yeah.
I can do a job. I can do whatever. I can study. I can do just nothing and just study for 2 years. I'm in Amritsar. You'll go to any gurdwara. You'll get langar. You get food there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a risk, take a chance, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So you came to Canada, then you appear for the exam, and then
Yeah.
how long was the process of that?
So I did my first exam. I came in end of 2011. I gave my exam February 2012. Second exam, I cleared that. Gave second exam in June. Third exam in October, and boom, I'm done. I'm a dentist in Canada.
So
I'm like-
is this exam is called like you're challenging the studies over here in Canada? Like
Yes,
okay, that's
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
challenge it, and you show
Yeah.
that you don't need to go to the dentist.
Yes.
The
So
whole course
if
of a dentistry.
the thing that was motivating me for this exam was because I was not a resident of Canada. So if I wanted to study in a school, I had to be a resident, and I was not. And this exam I can just do on my visitor
But
visa.
how did you find it out? Because we have discussed this so many times too. A person coming on a tourist visa, how did you get to go into this that, okay, without getting a permanent residency, you can even apply for it or you can appear for the exam, and once you get your exam, will you get that permanent residency on the basis
No.
of passing the exam? Or
You will find a way. You will find a way. Once you have the license. There was no clear-cut way, but I mean, if you are a dentist, you will somehow get the
PR in here, but
Get the PR,
so you took a risk in there, like
Yeah.
not only taking a risk on yourself, like spending that amount of
Yeah.
money, $15,000 at that time, which is a lot of money because that was all your savings, selling a property and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this. If you fail, then you have to probably go
Yeah,
back and start
go
it back
back,
in India.
yeah.
But again,
I had one thing I would like to add. I had support of my family.
yes.
They were motivating me. Okay, do it. If you fail it, we are here. Don't worry. So my family was
Yeah, they
a
were
big
backing
help.
you,
Yes,
but
they were
Satpreet,
backing
but the
me.
one thing is definitely the family is going to back you out, and that you always
Yeah,
needed. But you
immediately.
yourself had to see, okay, this is a big step.
Yeah.
It's a big risk.
If I failed, I knew I had a backing, but I knew I wouldn't, in my honest self, I wouldn't go to anyone and ask
Yeah.
them for money. I knew, okay, if I didn't do it, okay, at least I have the books.
Yes.
I can read. I can read something more. I can become, like I told you, for civil services, you don't need any investment. You just need your time. So I had time. I had my brain. I knew I could do it. So still, a lot of my family tells me you
फिर
should
जे
have
तू
stayed here.
मतलब ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਡੈਂਟਿਸਟ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਤੂੰ ਡੀਸੀ ਹੋਣਾ
Yeah.
ਸੀ
Then ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਸੀਗੀ.
ਡੀਸੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ। ਆਪਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ
Yeah.
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀ ਵਾਲੀ ਨਾਲ ਗਨਮੈਨ
ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਲੈਣ ਆਉਣੀ ਸੀ।
ਵਾਹ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀ
Yeah, it's a destiny. I don't know what would have happened, but
So now coming back
yeah.
to the point is you pass your exam. Which year did you pass? 2011, same year?
2012, at the end of
Okay,
2012.
so how
I
did
my
you go
exam.
for your PR and which year did you get your PR?
So I after my exams were done, I was in India at the time. Like you just mentioned, I was not a permanent resident or work permit, nothing at all. So I was in India. I was looking for opportunities. I didn't find anything.
No, wait a minute. So you didn't come to Canada to appear for the exams?
I gave my exams.
And then you went back?
I went back, yes.
Okay,
because
okay.
I was on visitor visa. I couldn't stay for more than 6 months. And I had, my mother was in India at the time, so I couldn't leave her alone for long.
Right.
So I went back, and then I got an opportunity here that, okay, I might have a job offer here. Then I came here, got the job offer. Got
Like
the
in a
work
dental
permit.
clinic through the dentist?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Then I got the work permit, then I started working here.
Yes. And when year did you get your PR?
I started working in 2014 actually. So whole of 2013, I was struggling.
Okay.
That was a really tough period, but yeah, it's fine. We managed. I learned a lot of things.
No,
Yeah.
that's great. So 2014 you started working, and then you got your PR also. Same?
In 2014, end of 2014.
End of 2014.
Yes,
you
after I
your
got
PR.
married, my lucky charm, my wife came to my life.
Yes.
Then a lot of good things happened. So we both got a permanent residency in 2014 then.
Okay. Just on the side note, guys, I want to tell Satpreet's wife is also a dentist.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Taran. Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to her too. She went to Toronto to get her dentistry done, the
Yeah.
course. So she's also a dentist now.
Yeah.
And a proud mother of two kids.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
just got a baby boy
Yes.
in the family. Congratulations
Thank
on that
you.
too, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, happy for you.
Yeah.
So after you got your permanent residency, so what got into your mind doing your own dental clinic and not working as an associate under someone else?
I worked for a couple years after my permanent residency.
Which year
as
did
an
you open your own
associate.
clinic?
I then opened. I started in 2016. A lot of things back and
Can you
forth.
quickly tell the name of your place, also the clinic?
My office is a Shine Family Dental, which I started in 2017.
In Surrey, that's
In
the first
Surrey.
location.
That was the first office I started in 2017.
And how many locations you have? So
Right now we have 5,
that's amazing.
and there are 2 more coming soon.
Coming great. So 5 locations in what, 6 years? This is 2023.
So my plan is 10 in 10. So I think I'm on track of that. So
Amazing.
2
So
more
one
next
location
year.
is in Surrey, which
Yes.
is at the King George,
Yes.
right?
Then
Second one
is
is
in Richmond,
Richmond.
and then is in Langley downtown area,
Yeah.
and then in Brookswood Langley area,
Yeah.
and the 5th one is in White Rock.
White Rock. Great.
Yes.
So I know there's one coming up in Surrey Central too.
In Surrey
pretty soon.
Central, and then the 7th one will be in Abbotsford.
Amazing. That's nice. So 10 locations you're going to be opening up, and all have the same name, Shangton too.
Some almost all of them. One clinic. We're keeping it as a brand, but we do have my other good friends and partners with me too. So we are keeping the name here.
So what's the thought process behind it is because how I can resonate myself with yours is, and that's why we are so good friends, also share it. The room vibe is always most of the time is same, is like what goes through your head being such a young guy. How old you are now? 30.
Do you want me to reveal my age?
Yes,
Okay,
real
I'm-
age.
I'm 34.
He always tell 10 years younger than me. Actually, he's not. He's 8 years younger than
I'm
me.
34.
So 34. Oh, last time I checked, it's 35, brother.
No, 35 next year.
Let's see. Okay. So 34 years old, a guy coming in, and then you having your 5 locations operating, and the 6th one is in the process. What kind of a mindset you have it? Like you don't get scared of it. Okay, what if sky gonna fall? Like people say, interest
Sky
rates are
was going to fall in 2012. It did not. So if it didn't fall at the time, I'm at least like I had that mentality at that time that okay, I'll go to zero.
Yeah.
I'll still start. Same mentality. I haven't changed a bit. I have been the same. We have been knowing each other from last almost about like 7 years now.
Yeah.
And
Satpreet was, by the way, he was my client actually. That's how I get to know him.
Yeah.
And that's how we are like now, I can say it. And brother from another mother, he's such a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
Our family knows each other. Our kids knows each other's kids. So
Bro, if the sky falls, it falls on all of us now.
yes.
So I'm not alone in this now.
Yeah.
So
and now when people ask me also, Jas, how you get this aggressive, more like aggression, so much you going out aggressively, market is not favoring it and you're still going all out. I feel like it's a mindset and then the people you hang out with.
it's a mindset. It's you become like I've heard a quote, like your four most closest person, you become like one of them.
Exactly.
So I think that's the mentality. You know, there is we don't go all out and just throw our money away, right? We take risk, we take calculated risk. We sometimes we have taken like huge risk and they've paid off. Sometimes they haven't, so it's all part of the game.
The biggest risk we took it in the initial of the careers.
Yeah.
When you did your exam, I opened up a restaurant with no money,
Yeah.
all in.
Yeah.
That's it. And then we said, okay, this is how we're gonna grow on it.
It was zero at the time, so
Yeah.
now I'm sure if
But
sky
you,
falls,
but
it
Ms.
will be
Satpreet, you
fine.
coming sometimes. I felt myself, and I'm saying it on a camera. I have no hesitation of saying that as I sometimes feel like scared being a realtor and doing some kind of an investment, which this guy says me, go ahead, just do it. From where do you get this confidence? Okay, and now I have learned from some of the mistakes where he has given me the opportunity to partner with him, and I got scared and I said, no, I'm backing out. I'm not gonna do it. And I've seen him making good money on that side. Okay, I said, shit, I should be a partner in there. Yeah. So how did you, like, what you tell yourself in the mindset is, what if something goes sideways? Like you...
Again, it's all in the mind. It's I don't know the right thing to say. Maybe it's the genetics, You just don't fear. Punjabi hai kya, maina bhi chak to dekhi jaogi jo hona. Not like always we do that. We talk a lot about it. We discuss. I have good discussion with my family as well, with my friends as well, before going all out. But if you don't take risk, 9 to 5 job, nothing bad against that. It's great. I would have maybe at one stage of my life loved to do that, and I still see a lot of people doing great and be very happy with it. I'm happy with what I do, and I'm really happy for everyone else who whatever they are doing in their life. But yeah, risk. What's that quote? I think risk hi ishq hai, right? Something like that.
ये तो मैंने पहला लिखा थी
risk ishq hai, ishq bhi risk hai.
इश्क ਤਾਂ ਪੱਕਾ ਰਿਸਕ ਆ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਿਆਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੇ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਰਿਸਕ ਆ
ਨਹੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਨੇ ਇਸ਼ਕ
ਹਾਂ ਬਸ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਬਾਕੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ
ਫਿਰ ਆਪੋਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰ ਦੋ ਵਰਡਿੰਗ ਰਿਸਕ ਹੀ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੈ ਰਿਸਕ ਨਾ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਲਓ ਕਿਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਬਟ at the end you will come out on top of it
yeah because the mindset is there so you don't get any negative thought in your head like I know some of you like in terms of
I do everybody does
yes so share that side how you overcome those thoughts about it you go with your gut or you just have a person in your family who you listen to or you think okay if this person is going to say I do it what's the mindset is when you get scared
easiest thing if I have negative thoughts I go to sleep ਸੌਂ ਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠੋਗੇ you're back
ਪੈਗ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਕਿ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ
ਸੋ ਜੇ some people can't sleep when they're stressed out sometimes I can too but just force yourself to sleep
sleep the next day
shut your eyes and just ਜੇ ਪੈਗ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਨੀਂਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਪੈਗ ਲਾ ਲਓ ਗੋਲੀ ਖਾਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਗੋਲੀ ਖਾ ਲਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਦੋਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ so I just go to sleep and in the morning I'm fresh I have good thoughts in my mind I talk to myself okay if I have like I told before if I can come from 0 to 5 maybe 5 to 100 I can go too so it's just the 5% of journey in my mind I have done so far maybe we'll do another podcast in about 10-15 years and then I hope we introduce each other in a very different way
ਭਾਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੋਡਕਾਸਟ ਹੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਵਾਂਗੇ 10-15 ਸਾਲ ਬਾਅਦ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਿਟਾਇਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ
ਕਦੀ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ
ਆਪਾਂ ਰਿਟਾਇਰ ਹੋ
ਜਾਣਾ ਖਾਦੀ ਪੀਤੀ ਚ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਾਂਗੇ ਚੱਲ ਆ ਪੋਡਕਾਸਟ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ so we'll maybe we'll
retire ਹੋਣਾ 10-12 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ
retire ਹਾਂ that's a goal
that's the goal
10
years after retire
but I think the way our mentality is ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋ ਬੈਠਿਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ we can't just sit at home and do nothing I'm sure we'll be doing something.
कोशिश करेंगे पर
Yeah.
इतना नहीं करेंगे फिर पॉडकास्ट साडू कोई बुलाएगा पॉडकास्ट
Right. Then maybe I'll be here. I'll be sitting with someone else, and then I'll telling, okay, I have a friend Jas, you should bring him too. So we both be on this side of the chair, right?
यस सालू भी कोई बुलाएगा फिर पॉडकास्ट से साडी भी कोई गल करेगा
Yeah.
हां जी भाजी
Yeah. Maybe कहते inshallah.
इंशाल्लाह
ਰੱਬ
बिल्कुल
ਰੱਬ ਹੈਗਾ ਦੇਖਦਾ
ਨੀਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਰਾਦਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਾਜੀ
Yeah, ਬਿਲਕੁਲ
ਨੀਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਰਾਦਾਂ ਨੇ
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ।
ਸਾਡੇ ਵੀ ਦਿਨ ਆਣਗੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ
ਦਿਨ ਆ ਗਏ ਭਾਜੀ, ਹਾਂ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਗਏ ਹੰਬਲੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਆ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਹਲੇ ਆਣੇ ਨੇ
ਅਜੇ ਆਣਾ।
ਹਲੇ ਅੱਜ ਲੈ
It is just it's the beginning.
ਹਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਹੋਈ
It's a small part of journey, you know. If whoever is listening, it's the journey never ends.
No.
If you think, okay, I'm walking on a road, there's no end to the road. You can take a detour, you can take a cut, you can go anywhere.
It's a mindset also, Satpreet. Like I have come across with a lot of my friends also, close friends and family too, you know also, and they say, Jas, why you are doing so much? Why you working so much? You already achieved what you wanted. What else you wanted? I said, from your perspective of mind of perspective, you think I have achieved what I need to. Same thing, 10 years ago, somebody thought coming to Canada is an achievement.
Yeah.
Getting a permanent residency is an achievement. I didn't stop that time. It's just how I think is my mindset is different than the other person thinking of. For some person, an achievement is.
Our
right?
journeys are like, we are like water. ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਜਰਨੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਣੀ ਆ, ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੜ ਗਏ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੱਛਰ ਪੈ ਜਾਣੇ ਆ, ਇਟ ਵਿਲ ਗੋ ਸਟੇਲ। ਜੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਗਦਾ ਰਹੇ, ਪਾਣੀ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਰਹੇ, ਦਰਿਆ ਵਗਦੇ ਰਹਿਣ, ਉਹ ਚੰਗੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ। ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ good life thrives into that, and our life, I think we should be like a river. We should keep flowing. We should never stop. I know if we have to stop one day, but we can slow down, we can take a break, but yes, if you keep running, keep working, good things come out of it.
ਭਾਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸੋ, ਮੇਰੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਾਕੀ ਵੀ ਕਲਾਇੰਟਸ ਨੇ, ਦੋਸਤ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਵੀ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਡੈਂਟਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਹੈਲਥ ਕੇਅਰ ਤੋਂ ਨੇ, ਇੰਨੇ ਅਗਰੈਸਿਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ।
ਅੱਛਾ।
Not saying anything bad about them, they are very calculated it, and I understand where they are coming from because they are well educated. They always put up a thought behind it. As education, I feel like in terms of what I'm trying to say, it ki bhi ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ they think 10 times before they do it. ਆਪਣਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਦੇਸੀ, ਇੰਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪੜ੍ਹੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਸੀ ਨੁਸਖਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਵੀ ਯੈਸ ਜਾਂ ਨੋ, ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ, ਨੰਬਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣਾ। ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਇਹ ਦਲੇਰੀ ਆਈ?
ਨਹੀਂ, aggressive is I don't think is the right word for me.
No, aggressive in terms of giving it investment.
I understood your point, but no, aggressive nahi. It's everybody who is doing whatever in their life, they make money, they want to grow, they want it to grow. If it's sitting in the bank, it's not giving you anything. If you're putting it somewhere, put money where, in
but bro,
in a good
problem
place.
is that everybody wants to grow, but they don't do it. A lot of people say, maybe today, a lot of people out there, they will look at you and say, okay, this is a professional guy who started a business 6-7 years ago. Now he has 5-6 his chains of the locations he has it. He wants to grow more 10. I wanted to do more. But they don't even think of opening up one. They will think, okay, I will be rather play safe because the recession is coming. Why don't I just work as an associate with, which is nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it,
which is nothing wrong. Working as an associate under some other dentist, you can work out at. It's great. But then don't have that ambition that I wanted to grow because every time COVID ਆਇਆ, ਕੋਵਿਡ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਰਿਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਆਇਆ, ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਤੇ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਹੀ
ਰਹਿਣਾ।
ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੁਰਨਾ?
ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਏ ਸੀਗੇ? that's one thing. ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਏ ਆ, ਵਾਪਸ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਾਂਗੇ। then
so ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ see people from your profession, I wanted to hear from you in the senses when I said it, aggression also, ਕਿ ਵੀ ਤੇਰਾ mindset ਕੀ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਕਿ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ people who are looking up to you, they look at, okay, you're a dentist, you're a prominent name in the dentistry industry. I know you are a low-key person, doesn't come too much on the social media, that's your personality is, but people in dentist business, they know you, who you are. So if there's a new aspirant dentist coming up, he wants to hear from you that what was your thought process among everything when you opening up the locations
from
also?
Beginning till now, ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ, we started from zero, we came, did whatever we did, clinics open ਕੀਤੇ, it's you could do a business. It's a healthcare profession, it's a great profession, I love what I do, plus it's a business too. I want to grow in other businesses too. So what's the easiest thing for me? Real estate, everybody can do real estate. Everybody can do, say for example, any person can buy a house, flip a house, make a house. Great, I do that too sometimes. But I'm a dentist. What differentiates me from everyone else? I'm a dentist. I can open a clinic. You can't.
Yes.
I can. My competition is grown smaller. So I'm competing with a few number of people. Versus if I do a generic other profession, the whole world is doing that. So for example, for everyone else, if you are an accountant, only you can do accounting, right? You can open an accounting firm. If like you are a realtor, only you can open a realtor business. I am not doing it.
Yeah.
So at least excel, do what you do, excel in that.
Yeah. Do the best in there.
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਗੁਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ, you have a skill in hand, use that skill. If you are an electrician, right? Why do you want to be happy with just doing one job a day, or just do 2 jobs, do 3 jobs? Why do you want to work 6 hours a day, do 10 hours a day, do 12 hours a day? Why do you want to work 4 days a week? Do 7 days a week if you want to grow. But if you're happy with what you do in 4 days and 6 hours a day, that's fine. That's fine too. But then you can't complain that why this guy is growing more and I am here. That's a big complaint of a lot of people when they see someone else growing, is that how this person is doing it. They don't know the hard work behind it. They don't know what that person is going through in the life. They don't know where I came from. If like for you, for example, you said you work hard, and I've seen you working hard, and people say, okay, how is this guy making so much money and I'm not? Bro, you're not working that hard as this guy is doing. Same thing for any other profession. Whatever skill you have, use that skill to your benefit.
So basically, you have to be best in what you do. Try to be best in that. Okay.
I have a landscaping company who comes to my home and they do it. I see those guys work so hard and they are growing too, and I'm happy for them. Only, the people who are successful, they will be happy with their success. Others, they are gonna say how they're not gonna.
They try to pull you down.
They're not going to be able to think how this guy did it. They say why this guy did it. So work hard to be best in whatever you do. You do a car painting, do the best car painting ever anybody has done, right?
ਭਾਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋਰ ਯਾਦ ਦਿਲਾਣੀ ਸੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਏ ਕਿ ਦੱਸਣਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟੀਚਰ ਵੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਸਰ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਰਸ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਉਂਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਡੈਂਟਿਸਟ।
That's part of the journey, right?
ਉਹ ਵੀ ਦੱਸੋ ਸਰ, ਟੀਚਿੰਗ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
It was great. I loved it. It was a part of my big part of my growth. So
you were teaching the
dentistry. I was a new dentist. I was teaching. I was doing.
For how long did you do that?
I did for almost about 2 years. I still do. Help a lot.
So never
it
come across like you may be coming like a younger teacher than the students itself? The students were older than you?
I had a lot, and everybody.
No,
I got a lot of respect from from elder people than me. I made really good bonds with a lot of them, and that was it wasn't a problem, because when they see you, they see your skill. Everybody, a 10-year-old child can paint better than what I might do at this age, right? Because that person has dedicated whatever the time is to that profession, is to that skill. So I had dedicated that time to my skill, and I was.
And you were never hesitant, like coming into the room where you know the people are older than you, and you're going to be teaching them,
never,
okay, this is how you're going to be doing dentistry.
Never. We all were respectful to each other.
ਅੱਛਾ ਕੁੱਟਦੇ ਕੱਟਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਭਾਜੀ, ਸਕੇਲ ਨਾਲ ਕੁੱਟਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ।
ਨਿਆਣੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਪੜਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ।
ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸਕੇਲ ਨਾਲ ਕੁੱਟਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਚ ਮੁਰਗਾ ਵੀ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਕੁੱਟਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ।
Everybody's mature enough, and that really gave me a good sense of belonging to this place, because that was almost my first job as well. And that started my career. I met a lot of friends, a lot of new people, and it really helped me. And I was great, and I was happy to do it. But now after a certain time, when I started practicing, I was getting busier in that. I got married, I had a baby, so I had to cut down on teaching. So, but still, a lot of people, some new dentists, if anybody wants my help, they do call me. They come to my office. I help them. I still do that.
Yes, no, nice. And which office you are most of the time? Are you go?
Mainly in Surrey office.
Mainly
in Surrey office. Yes.
Okay, and that's where you go.
That
Monday
my first
to Friday.
Office. I'm there Tuesday to Saturday. Mondays I go to Richmond. Yeah.
You work 6 days a week?
Yeah, 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Yeah. I maybe I will be doing 7, but my wife doesn't let me. She's like, you have to stay. Okay, I'll do 7. I'll do 6 days. 7th day.
So you work 6 days a week, and then how many hours?
about 9 to 10 hours a day.
10 hours a day. So
Yeah.
60 hours a week. Give or take.
Approximately, give or
Yes,
take.
Give or
yes.
take 60 hours a week.
Monday actually I don't work full day on Monday. I do a lot of my paper. Actually it's full day because lots of paperwork.
Yeah, you have to go.
Lots of bills to pay.
Yeah. So
Lots
that
of
day-
electricity,
yeah.
food is PC and I don't know, whatever. So many bills to pay on that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, reply to the emails and respond to all the queries and
No,
all.
that's amazing because this is the hard work you're putting it in. Even after this much of a success you have it, you're still putting the work into it.
Yeah.
The work has to be put in because people get complacent. They feel like, okay, now I'm doing well. Let me slow down. After a couple of years, they started feeling slow down and they don't realize that the business has to go to the level where then you start slowing down, not in the big.
Yeah, you have to. I'm making a system. Once you have a system, once it's on autopilot mode, you can then maybe take some time off. My wife is a dentist, so that's a big help. She does take a lot of pressure off my mind. But still I like to work what I do, and she's also very hardworking, so we both like to work.
No, I know Tarun too. She's very hardworking too. And I know when she was doing her dentistry course, she took her baby also. Zoe was how old?
Yeah,
was
my
it?
daughter was 6 months old at the time. And
she took.
She was in Toronto, and my wife was studying there, so my daughter
And
was
you were
there.
here for.
I was here.
For how long was it?
It was 2.5 years.
So 6 months old daughter.
Yeah.
And when people look at this another thing I want to tell is that when we look at someone successful, we look only into the successful part of it. That how lucky this guy is. It's not a luck. It's a hard work and the work put behind it. Like this guy staying here in Surrey, having a 6-month-old daughter, and that time he was very well established, has his own house, everything was very good, having his locations. Even then, his wife is going to Toronto with the baby, the first child, and he's staying here alone. Every weekend, probably once a week, he was going to Toronto, back and forth to Toronto.
Every other weekend,
Yes.
you know that, we did talk a lot at the time. So I was taking a lot of flights. I think Air Canada, they started the flight attendants. I've seen you before.
Yeah, but what happens is कि we वो नहीं देखते ना कि यार now people think how lucky they are, husband and wife are dentists यार. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਹ ਲੋ ਬੜੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਯਾਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਡੈਂਟਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਦੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣੇ ਨੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ
big sacrifice, a big help
with
from the
being
family.
a father I can tell without my kid living for almost 2 years, especially a first child who's only 6-7 months old and you're not seeing her.
That's why I think
but hard work pays off.
Sorry is Taran, I'm sorry, but I really wanted to come see Zoe more than I wanted to see you. I loved seeing you too, but Zoe, she's my daughter. She's part of my heart, and I loved going and that I love to spend time over there.
Amazing, brother. क्योंकि आ चीज़ां ना लोकां नू miss करदियां ने. They don't understand it. Like you have to put up a hard work in it, in whatever process or the extreme it is going to be. ਚਲੋ ਭਾਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ.
Bring it on.
ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ. So I heard sky is gonna fall pretty soon.
Oh नहीं.
Okay. Rate of interest all time high है. ये ਹੋਰ ਉੱਪਰ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੇ. And sometimes I feel like it's funny also the news comes into the context as I'll tell you is just literally a month ago everything was negative about interest rates. It's going to go more higher, it's going to go to 8, go to 9 all over the news. मैं तो दादा की weak point की है. How these news channels or these so-called social media experts putting out the news there because they wanted to keep a threat on it. Now the interest rates has not increased from a couple of times. All of a sudden you may have seen it also the news coming. 2024 interest rates are going to come down. Same people were putting the news that 2024, forget about 2024, 25 also the interest rate is not going to come. They just wanted the news to go out. They just wanted they wanted people to think what they wanted them to think of. Now just with one interest rate didn't increase, all of a sudden a month ago the news were there, the interest rates are not going to be
interest rate it's not going up for you or me. It's going up for everyone.
Yes.
Like I've heard your podcast before and we have talked about that too. The price of the property has come down too. So you have to think from the other angle. Interest rate is high, but the property price is less right now. So if you have less down payment, you can still get in the market. I know there's a challenge for mortgage approvals. I know you can help people more in that. But okay, if you were investing huge, just invest small.
Yeah.
Keep doing something. Something's better than nothing. If you just go sit at home and you see, okay, this guy bought a house in recession and he bought at, whatever price, now it's double the price, then you complain, okay, gosh, maybe I would have done that too. But then you can't complain because you didn't do at that time.
Yeah, because
so
you were scared. You
were scared.
To.
You didn't want to take a risk, okay, risk, negative, whatever goes down, eventually, it's going to come up. That's a rule of nature. If you compare the real estate market from last 100 years, whatever, leave 100 years, like 20 years, you can't get those prices now. Same from now to 20 years down the line, you can get that too. That's what my thinking is. I'm not a real estate expert, but that's what I think.
No, you're right. And actually, forget about even 20 years. You can't get even pre-COVID rates in this market too. Mm-hmm. In this dead market also, you're still not getting pre-COVID rates, which was in 2019, 2018. Correct. So this tells real estate is not that. And sometimes I get backlash also. Okay, Jas is saying it. He has a biased opinion because he's a realtor. He wants to sell real estate.
If you can't do by yourself, make a group. Get your friends together so that everybody can share the risk. But you have to keep that in mind. You share the profit too.
Yes.
So you share the risk if you are willing to do that. At least you're not going in by yourself. If your money comes down, okay, everybody is going down. But if you go up, everybody goes up with you, and then you have mitigated that percentage of risk what was going to be on your head. So I would again say something's better than nothing.
So the bottom line is for you, the sky is not falling.
No, even if it falls, we'll survive. It's just been there.
Yeah.
I was listening to a documentary a few days ago on Netflix, like asteroids struck on the planet and dinosaurs died. That was the end of dinosaurs. So okay, yeah. So if that's that kind of skyfall, I can't guarantee, I can't save anyone.
Yeah.
But this kind of skyfall, I think, will be fine. We'll still survive. We can. The roti okhi ho jaye gurdware jaake langar chakalo, you'll be fine. Yeah.
So before we end up this podcast, Satpreet, I know you have a busy person, and we just want to see what's your next, let's say, 5-year plan from here, where we see you.
No, I thought when you said, now we're going to end this podcast, I'm going to give you this gift hamper. I was looking where the gift hamper is.
Gift hamper is one.
Coffee with
I found a great property for you. That's a gift hamper.
Like, okay,
you can thank me later.
I'm on coffee with Jas.
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬੜੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਰਟੀ ਲੱਭੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋਨਾ ਆ ਹੀਰਾ। ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ 2 ਸਾਲ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਕਰਨਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ
I like those kind of hampers more than the current yours gift hampers.
ਬਸ ਉਹ ਹੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਰ ਅਸੀਂ
so in next 5 years, coming back to your question, in next 5 years, okay, open more offices, keep investing in real estate, shares, bonds, markets and all, keep doing whatever. I think I'll keep on my pace, I'll follow my path. My kids are small, they're growing, so I'm really looking forward to spend more time with them as well. And I do spend a lot of time with them. I want to spend more time with them. Right. So maybe if I can work harder for 5 years, I can spend the rest of my life more freely with them. So with the help of my family and all, my friends, when you find me a good property, I'll partner you in that. So keep doing, keep making progress in professional as well as personal life front. Stay truthful to your profession, your job, your family. I think that's the most important thing. If I'm truthful and honest with my work, what I do, with my family, and we have that familial bond and love. We want to grow it more. I want to grow professionally. Yes, I'd love to. I want to grow even more personally with my family, with my kids, and I think that's more important to me. But yes, business we will keep doing, and we will maybe 10, 20, 50, whatever number of offices we can eventually do. So
no, I have no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And not saying that you're a friend of mine and I have a biased opinion about it, but I have seen your growth and I have no doubt about it. You will be doing great. ਬਾਕੀ 5 ਸਾਲ ਬਾਅਦ ਭੁੱਲ ਨਾ ਜਾਇਓ ਭਾਜੀ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੋਡਕਾਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ, ਹੈ ਨਾ? ਸਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਿਓ.
We'll do another one. Maybe someone else will be here. One day we should switch the roles,
Done है भाजी, done है. फिर unplugged with Satpreet हो जाएगा.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for watching it. But just lastly wanted to tell, he's a great dentist too. Again, I'm not having a biased opinion about it. He is. Go and check out his clinic. He works personally and Shine Dental at King George. What's the address of it?
748 at King George. It's in the King's Cross Plaza. There's only one dental office here, so find it there.
So do check it out also. And on that note, we take we cut it out on here. I believe Manuel is showing me the dust that we are done with the time too. So thank you guys. See you next time.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Cheers.
Clap again. Do clap. Thank you.
Take care.
So we take a one picture for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
40 minutes. Are we done with 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
Really? The time flew by. Yeah.